Hey guys, welcome for a new video, and today I'm going to review my favorite hosting company called SiteGround. So SiteGround is a company that I've been using for many years already, and that's also the company that I'm going to recommend to pretty much all my clients when they want to create their company website. So let me just jump on their website and I'm going to tell you a bit more about what they're offering and why I think they are the best hosting company around. What I really like about SiteGround, first, they have a very straightforward pricing system, so it is easy to understand which plan you will need for your project. Then, when you compare the performance and the pricing, we can say that you get a really good value for money. I really like the fact that they have servers all around the world, a user-friendly interface, daily backup system that's going to give you peace of mind, and customer support is absolutely awesome. I've been dealing with them quite a lot, and I can say that it was always a pleasure and it always been solving my issue. So here is the SiteGround website, and this is where you're going to start when you want to create your new hosting account. So the first thing that you're going to do, you're going to go here and you're going to pick the best option for you. If you want to create a WordPress website, you just go here. If you want to create a WooCommerce website, which is going to be an e-commerce website built with WordPress, you're going to click here, and anything else, you're just going to click here. So in our case, we're going to create a WordPress website. This is not going to be an e-commerce website, so I'm just going to click here. And now you will have to choose your plan. So what I really like with SiteGround is that it's really straightforward. You don't really have to worry about the technical stuff. You've got 3 plans to choose from, and I'm quickly going to tell you more about these 3 plans. I think it's going to be very easy for you to understand which plan is the best for you. So the starter plan is going to work perfectly if you just want to create one website. In case you want to create more than one website, you should go for the Grow Big plan, because here you've got unlimited website. And then you've got the Go Big plan, which is more for agencies. So I personally have this plan, but in most cases, you will only get started with the starter plan or the Grow Big plan. So I'm not going to subscribe to one of these plans, but all you would have to do is to click on Get Plan. They will ask you for a few personal information. You will add your bank card, and that's all you will need to do to get your new plan created. So now let's just talk about pricing. So SiteGround, like pretty much any hosting company, are going to have a very good deal for the first year. They all work the same. They will have a very attractive price for the first year, and then you will pay full price when you renew. So SiteGround might be the company with the best offer for the first year. And here is what you're going to pay based on the plan that you choose. So as I said, it's very likely that you're going to start with the starter plan if you only have one website, or you might start with the Grow Big plan if you have several websites, or if you plan to create several websites. So let's say that you start with the starter plan. So what are you actually going to pay? So I recommend to pay for a year, and you're only going to pay $65 for the first year. And when you're going to renew, it's going to be $323 per year. So just keep this number in mind because it's a bit confusing at the start. Just be aware that when you're going to renew your hosting account, this is actually going to be a lot more expensive than the first year. If you decide to create several websites, so you will go for the Grow Big plan, and in that case you will pay just under $100 for the first year and just under $500 when you renew your hosting account every year. Before I show you what the SiteGround backend looks like, I just wanted to take a minute to show you what the other hosting company would look like. So most hosting companies are going to use what we call cPanel. So basically this is what the backend is going to look like, the interface that you will need to go through when you create a website and when you want to manage your hosting accounts. So now when it comes to SiteGround, it's going to look very different. This is the backend of a SiteGround account, and in this video I'm mostly going to focus on website creation. So that's my account. As you can see, I've got quite a few websites. It's not only mine because we create websites for clients. Every time we start a project, I actually start it on my own hosting account, and then I will transfer to the client hosting account. So that's why you will see plenty of websites here. Most of them, they are just a website that we are currently building for clients. What I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to create a new website from your hosting account with SiteGround. So I'm going to click here, and this is where SiteGround is going to redirect me. So when I'm here, the first thing that I will need to choose is the server location. So that's one of the very positive thing about SiteGround, is that they have plenty of servers everywhere around the world. So as you can see, there is 4 in the States, there is about 4 or 5 in Europe, there is 1 in Asia, in Singapore, and 1 in Australia. So I personally choose the one in Sydney because I'm located in Australia. So I will confirm that, and then they will ask you if you want to start with a new domain, if you already have an existing domain, or if you want to create a temporary domain. So I personally like to start pretty much all my project with a temporary domain. That's really easy, so you just have to click here, and then they're going to create a temporary domain for you, and as you can see, it is totally free. The next step, they will ask you if you want to start a new website, if you want to migrate a website that you already have, and what application you want to use to create your website. So in that case, that's going to be a new website, and it's going to be created with WordPress. So you will need to enter some login details. So just enter your email address, a password, and that's what you're going to use to log in into your new website account once it's created. Then you're going to click on continue. So here SiteGround is going to ask you if you want to add the site scanner. You just have to click here if you want to add it. My recommendation is to not take it. I don't take it for any of my projects, and I always recommend my client to not go for it because that's just not essential. There is other way to protect your website, and it's going to be a lot cheaper. So that's something I'm going to explain in future video. So then you click finish, and it might take a couple of minutes to create your website. So you just have to wait, and everything is going to be done for you. So this is what you're going to see once your website is going to be created, and then you will have 3 different options. The first one is just to see your website. The second one is to access the WordPress admin area, and the last one is to access the tools provided by SiteGround on the backend of your account. So first, let me show you what the website looks like at this stage. So just keep in mind that the website might look a bit different depending on the version of WordPress when your website is going to be created, because WordPress is updating their version pretty much all the time, and then the look of the website when you get started is going to be slightly different. If you want to access the WordPress admin, you just have to click here, and this is what you're going to see. So SiteGround has their own guide. So if that's your first website, I would recommend you to click Start Now, and you will have a few tips about creating your WordPress website. If you're already familiar with WordPress, you can just exit here, and then you will access the WordPress backend that you're already used to. And the last option, go to Site Tools. So you just have to click here. As you can see, SiteGround is a lot more modern, a lot easier to navigate when you don't really know much about hosting. So here you've got the menu and pretty much all the options that you would need to manage your website at hosting level. So you can access your files, you can access your database, you can create some backups. So that's one of the things that I really like about SiteGround. They have a backup system, so you don't have to worry about it. It's going to be automatic on the back end. It's going to create backup of your website every day. So in case you have a drama on your website, you can just come here, click on backups, and restore a previous version of your website. Something I really like about SiteGround is that at the top of the page, they always put very clear explanation of what you can do. So here you can manage your SSL certificates, and with SiteGround that's totally free to do this. And that's actually something I'm going to show you at the end of this video, because that's basically the second thing that you should be doing when you create a website with WordPress. Then you can manage the cache. You can have a CDN on your website. This is basically when you have visitors all around the world. If you have just a local business, you won't need that. And then you've got some option about your WordPress install, your domain name. You can create all your email account straight from the hosting account. You will have some statistics and also some option for developers. So now let me just show you how you're going to protect your website with a SSL certificate. So the first thing that you're going to do is to select your domain name, and then you're going to select a type of SSL certificate. In most cases, you're going to go for Let's Encrypt. If you've got some subdomain on your website, I recommend to go for the wildcard Let's Encrypt. And in case you want to go for a premium SSL certificate, you're going to select this one, but I personally never go for that. So the Let's Encrypt is going to be the way to go in my case. Then you're going to click Get. It might take a moment. So that's all done, and as you can see, I've got a list of all my SSL certificate available for this website here. The next thing you want to do is to go here, HTTPS enforce, and you're just going to tick this. Now you're all done, you don't have to worry about SSL certificate anymore. I hope this video is going to give you a better understanding of what you can expect once you subscribe to a plan with SiteGround. SiteGround is the company that I personally choose to host all my website. This is also the company that I recommend to all my clients, and I personally think that you can't go wrong if you go with SiteGround to host your company website.